During the Senate session, AG Bondi obstructed a question regarding Trump's references in Epstein papers. A question about who directed FBI agents to flag any documents mentioning President Donald Trump during this year's review of investigative files about the late sex predator Jeffrey Epstein was stonewalled by Attorney General Pam Bondi on Tuesday at a Senate Judiciary Committee. In a July letter to FBI agents, Senator Dick Durbin brought up the alleged order while questioning the Justice Department regarding Bondi's later decision to back out of his earlier pledges to release the Epstein files. So, who issued the directive to flag President Trump-related records? During Tuesday's meeting of the Judiciary Committee, Durbin, Democrat Illinois, questioned Bondi to mark documents that contain his name. Durbin inquired, "I'm not going to discuss anything about that with you, Senator," Bondi snapped in response. "Although you won't do it today, you will eventually have to answer for your conduct in this," Durbin retorted. In his letter to the Justice Department, Durbin stated that hundreds of employees in the FBI's New York field office were tasked with reviewing Epstein-related files in March. Durbin referenced a 2002 Trump statement regarding Epstein that appeared in New York Magazine in that letter. Regarding Mr. Epstein, Mr. Trump remarked, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. He's a great guy and a lot of fun to be around. It is even claimed that he shares my taste in attractive ladies, many of whom are younger," Durbin stated. Bondi later stated that she would not share the Epstein files, but Durbin questioned her on Tuesday about why. In February, she had claimed that the so-called Epstein client list was on her desk for her to review. Bondi responded, "I mentioned that I hadn't looked over it yet, and if you look at our Epstein memo, you'll see that it makes it very evident that there wasn't a client list." Months after materials from the Epstein file were reviewed, the Joint Justice Department and FBI memo was made public on July 7th. It came to the conclusion that there was no list of Epstein's clients and affirmed the long-standing official conclusion that Epstein committed suicide in a Manhattan federal jail in 2019, just weeks after being taken into custody on suspicion of child sex trafficking. For months, the Trump administration has been under fire for breaking commitments made by Bondi and FBI officials to make the Epstein papers public, including from some Republican congressional supporters. Some Trump supporters have failed to accept that there was no Epstein client list. They believe it was a list of affluent or influential men who had sex with young women and girls under his control, leaving those men open to coercion or blackmail. Prior to their disagreement in the middle of the 2000s, Trump had been friends with Epstein and his colleague Ghislaine Maxwell for many years. In 2022, Maxwell was found guilty in a federal trial in New York of obtaining and preparing minors for sexual assault by Epstein. She received a 20-year prison sentence. The Supreme Court denied Maxwell's appeal to conviction on Monday.